Arsenal Fan TV, what can I say? Very poor performance today by Arsenal. Surprisingly poor, even though I know how badly we've been on the roads. But today, I think it's amongst the worst I've seen this season.
It definitely is. And the thing is, right now the club should have been more hyped. You know, I was pretty hyped coming into it with the signing of Aubameyang happening. And then it just looked like no one was up for it, you know?
It's kind of killed that in a way, because everybody I'm talking to now is like, forget Aubameyang, we need defenders. You know what I mean? It has kind of killed the vibe now of that signing that could have really given us a lift.
Yeah. And the thing is, you can bring him in. I don't know what a difference that's going to make. At the end of the game, you had Mkhitaryan on, you had Ozil on, you had Giroud on, you had Lacazette on. We weren't able to break down Swansea team, you know?
Should still be able to beat Swansea with them 4 players playing, you know? Yeah. We should be riled up enough to be able to beat a team like Swansea.
So come what's on. The problem?
This is the bottom team. The thing is, the manager, he doesn't get off his bench ever. Did you see him today get off his bench? Maybe once, I think. Except that he was just sitting there and just watching us pass the ball sideways.
Is he the problem for you?
Yeah, 100%. Because look, we're 3-1 down, and then even when we're 3-1 down, they're still doing passing sideways to Monreal. Then it goes back to Bellerin. Slowly, 4 passes and stuff. So what's the point? Cross the ball in, and when we cross the ball in, Lacazette and I think it was Bellerin a couple of times, we actually looked like we could have scored because we were getting close. So they don't cross the ball in.
He's not just the only problem though, it goes right to the top.
And you're back with us on Sons of Pictures. I have
Pierre!
I have some bad news. Someone's back.
Ni hao.
After 2 week absence, Johan is finally back with us in the podcast.
Johan's editing this week. Yay!
And he's ready for Chinese New Year.
Yeah, he is. Anyways, I'm pretty sure for Johan it must be feeling really good to be back talking about football again. But there's been a lot of crazy stuff happening in the transfer market. We'll talk about that much later because the action really happened in the Premier League. In Typhoon, we saw Serie A having a couple of decent matches, and La Liga was alright. League One was alright. We are going to go into England later. We have quite a lot of talks to talk about, especially FA Cup and the Premier League. Major losses. But first, let's go on to AC Milan versus Lazio. 2-1, guys. AC Milan versus Lazio. This game,
Milan turned around, man.
Milan is back.
Yeah, that's what we said half a year ago.
No, I'm serious. They look better.
They have a game plan now, at least.
Yeah, they actually do have a game plan.
I think this is the longest streak of games that they have played the same formation and same lineup so far. Because otherwise it's been because they've been juggling between 3-4-1-1, 3-4.
At most also before this was 3 games at most, and then they'll change.
And they were just experimenting with strikers. But right now Gattuso is back and he's in charge, and he's saying that, you know what, my front three is not going to change. Çalhanoğlu, Crotone and Suso.
You have to understand as well that Çalhanoğlu was out for quite the majority of the season because he was injured.
Yeah, but he was great in this game, man.
He was superb.
He was so good in this game. His crosses were lethal.
Shots were really good.
They found the right person up front. They pressed Lazio well. But again, not to mention as well, Lazio had they lost Ciro Immobile.
Yeah, they have.
So they didn't really have a target man up front.
That's true. And then we have to remember, Çalhanoğlu is another one of those players who are their performances rely on their confidence level. And Çalhanoğlu, I don't think he would have been able to do those crosses if he was second doubting himself. I think right now this is honestly what Milan needed.
But then again, it's not like they had momentum to ride on also. Because if you look at their last 5 games, it's 3 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw. It's not exactly a decent form.
Well, I mean, so for Milan right now,
it is a very good form.
So to say that he has confidence, I don't think that's the case. It's more of probably Gattuso pushing him and giving him that main spot as opposed to putting Kalinic there.
Fair.
So Kalinic is being sidelined now. I don't know, probably he's going to go to another team in Italy, probably a mid-tier team. But he's definitely not going to be there next season.
Fair.
By the looks of it.
But again, for Milan's current state, this form right now is the best that they've had in,
quite some time, man.
Quite some time, yeah.
I can't even remember for
6
how
months.
long.
Interesting fact about this game, the statistics is the most even out statistics you will ever see. It's 50-50% possession. Both sides completed the same amount of passes, 555.
Wow.
So,
Also observant.
But you have to give credit to. Why are you so salty, man? Calm down. You have to give credit to Lazio for that equalizer. I think that was a really good equalizer. The defense fell asleep for a
very
moment.
well done.
Yeah.
It was. I think it was timing and
a good dummy movement
nice.
from the striker as well.
It was just nice lah. This morning Lazio actually played Milan again at the San Siro
really?
for the Coppa Italia.
Oh.
So Sassuolo, they drew 0-0 again.
Oh,
yeah,
so it's
a lot
supposed to
of repeated fixtures for the Italian teams this season in part.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So they have to replay the next week?
Yeah, they have to replay again second leg.
I see.
Yeah. But
Like-
Coppa Italia memang 2 legs what?
Yeah,
is it?
Coppa Italia is
Memang
memang
it's
2 legs.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not
But
Italian.
I think that's a really good thing for Milan there. A 0-0 against Lazio talking about Coppa Italia a while.
Yeah.
0-0 for Lazio means that they can go
I mean, with
into-
this, that means you could probably say, you know, in a way, you could brand it and say, oh, Milan are now undefeated in 5 games.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's
Better
one
than-
thing.
But that's the same
I'm
thing for the
thinking
other
more
side of
about the
Milan
second
also.
leg, huh?
The blue side of Milan is also doing the same thing. They've been drawing games. They drew against SPL as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but I'm thinking more about Milan second leg against Lazio. It's a good thing for them that they do 0-0 at San Siro, so that when they go to Lazio's home ground, just one goal and letting go of another goal is.
could go either way.
I think the question for Lazio now is just how do they move forward? You know, they've had a brilliant season so far. Immobile is on form, but he's 27. Like, how many more years does he have until? Let's just say best case scenario, he maintains his form for next 3 years. Who is going to replace him up front? You know,
Aubameyang.
we've seen Atalanta with their youth system. They're developing young players, homegrown Italian talents.
Yeah.
Lazio should start emulating the same model if they want to be in the long
Right.
run.
No, I don't
Yeah.
think
Lazio can't just rely on money anymore.
Yes.
Yeah, but I don't think that's the case because the coverage for Italian young sides like the academy sides, we don't really see them much, so we don't really know what's under development.
To be
either.
fair about the coverage and everything, this all just came crashing down after the whole match
Yeah,
fixing
about
scandal.
the whole-
So
after the whole scandal.
we
So-
don't talk about coverage here anymore.
Yeah, it's a good.
Fair enough.
The fact is, it's a good opportunity to rebuild right now.
It's for the future of Italy as well. And then move on to AS Roma versus Sampdoria. Roma was extremely bad in this game.
I don't know what's going on with this Roma
Dzeko was
team.
extremely poor in this game.
I don't know. I have a question for you guys. I understand that this whole Dzeko transfer thing has been troubling the club, but eventually the deal collapsed
Because he
he
was
couldn't
injured.
come to terms with his excessive wage demands. And Chelsea has this policy where they don't offer a more than 1 year contract to a player who's above 30 years old.
Right.
That's
so
right.
so it collapsed eventually, but during this game at that point of time, the deal was still rumored to be lingering around.
Yep.
Then in the end they sold off Emerson Palmieri,
Who was supposed to follow Dzeko to Chelsea.
So okay, I can understand that, but if you look at them in this game, the first half was totally unjustified. It was very poor.
So poor.
Sampdoria at best is a mediocre team, but they were able to press Roma in and
Exactly.
out.
I think the amount of chances that Duvan Zapata had
Yeah,
in the
it's
box.
ridiculous.
Yes.
It's ridiculous. It's schoolboy defending.
What
from
was
Roma.
Kolarov and his defensive partner doing?
Yeah, okay, give them okay,
Getting
fine.
all
Give
together.
give them bar the first half performance, fine. They picked up in the second half. They had unlucky moments, you know, when there were supposed to be chances where they should have converted, but they didn't. Luck wasn't with their side. But still, the first half to me is unjustified, and this is not a weak lineup. They didn't really sell off any first team players. This is still a strong first team lineup. So I don't know, is the Dzeko deal affecting the club, or is this just a club
Or
I think
losing
everybody just want to
confidence
go
and
out,
momentum?
I think it's one is that, but also another thing is maybe something that Izam and I would like to raise during the Premier League talk set. So if we can move forward from that
Oh,
one
this is
later.
the same thing we want to talk about Arsenal, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll raise that later on.
I think it is quite a strong statement from one of our friends.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Is it the whole Sanchez thing being toxic?
No. Sanchez
it's
toxic.
not
We all
about
agreed
Sanchez
on
toxic,
already.
yeah.
Didn't we talk about that last week?
Yeah,
We talked about it last week, but it's not about the toxicity of
Toxicity.
Were you about to say
of,
toxic cutie?
Sanchez.
He's so dry. He actually wants his team with toxic.
Okay, thanks guys. Anyways, I think this game for Roma, there was a deal that happened within the week. They had a backup striker for Dzeko. So if Dzeko left, he would have played. The name is not crossing my mind at the moment, but recently he just got injured, which is the reason why Dzeko is staying.
I mean, okay.
That's also
a
part of the
little
reason
bit
why
of a-
Dzeko's deal
Yeah,
collapsed.
a little bit of a preview into what
Probably
we're
they're
gonna
just
be
going
talking
through a
about later.
rebuilding phase lah.
Yeah, but again, a little bit of a preview about what we're going to be talking about later. Right. Just one small uncertainty in a club like this, especially since Dzeko himself doesn't really want to stay
Yeah,
anymore.
can cause a lot of things to happen in the
Yeah,
club.
it's a very psychological thing now.
Yeah.
And sometimes these psychological dominoes just trips up the whole team.
That's right. And we will talk about it later because we move on to Spain where we have Valencia versus Real Madrid. Now, this game has, as Johan has said over here, is Madrid's season has been a total mess, but this game takes the cake. It was quite a cathartic feeling.
It's like Zidane, you know, having his trump card back. Fuck! I finally have him back. I'm gonna use him now. Bale, 4-3-3. Oh, he can.
Jokes aside, this has been the first time in the season that we have saw BBC put into full effect.
Oh, and holy fuck, they came
They
back.
played well, man. Played
Extremely
really
well. The 2 penalties that Ronaldo won for Madrid.
Worthy.
It was a
penalties,
very
yeah.
good
They
penalty.
won the penalties
Correct.
by merit lah.
Valencia was so desperate to stop them.
And you have to understand, a lot of people will say, nah, it's just Valencia. But Valencia is actually quite strong this season.
Second,
So
right? Their
They
second,
were
right?
at one point in second
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
undefeated. So
1
to
point.
me, this fixture was not easy for Zidane. And for them to come out on top with 4 goals in their back is not bad. Absolutely
and
not bad.
playing very good possession and attacking
Yeah,
football.
but I gotta disagree with you though. I don't think Valencia is a team that's looked down upon. They've constantly been a top 7 team at least in La Liga, if you ask me.
Not when
No,
Do you-
not,
do you
not,
value
not,
top
in
seven?
the first
not of
you know
not
the
of late.
seasons when Mata started leaving.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
That decline, that period, they were at one point inviting relegation.
Yeah, they were fighting relegation at one point, but it's the same as Chelsea.
Yeah, but Chelsea's one is no. You cannot compare that
Chelsea is
because Chelsea's
different.
one is self-inflicted.
Yeah, whatever involves Mourinho is an exception.
Yeah, what,
So United's an
it's the
exception.
self-inflicted thing. They wanted this shit to happen so they can
Alright.
get the coach out. This
But
is not it.
This is
Premier League
different.
and also the what do you call La Liga is totally different.
Very different.
You're comparing like the top 7, totally different like the Premier League top 7.
It's just only recently
Right.
Valencia
I
has
don't want to
pushed
put
themselves.
the top 7 in the La Liga as on the same
Right.
level, but again,
I understand
I've
you
always
say-
thought of Valencia as a strong team.
Like a
Let's get
mid-table
back
club,
to
but
the
they'll-
game.
Right.
Right.
Voilà.
Right what? Right letter.
Well, this game shows that how good BBC is and how I think Asensio played very well when he came on as well. Marcelo scored a very good goal with
Modric played well.
Yep.
Modric controlled the midfield. Like he was the boss in the midfield.
He was always the boss.
They
Yeah,
pressed
he was
well. Okay, to be fair, Valencia, I wouldn't say they played bad. They
Well, they
were
played alright.
good. They were equally as good on the counter.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, this is one of those interesting Spanish matches where it was end-to-end action. Like it was very intense.
but it's just that the result wasn't
yeah, it was
one-sided.
very intense. It's just that I think Madrid were more defensively outstanding and lucky, perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And up front, Valencia were not as lucky.
Not compared to Everton, dude. Walker is like their lucky charm.
Anyways, let's move on to France.
Before we end
Yeah,
this, Izan has
before we end
something to
this, I kind of want to talk a little bit about this. I feel like with Bale back in, right, we need to give Bale that credit. One thing that people have looked down on is the fact that the presence of Bale actually gives Cristiano more room.
I don't.
Cristiano has been shouldering a lot more of the attack because of Bale's
Well,
I don't think people look down on Bale. I think Real Madrid fans look down on Bale, but everyone else except for Real Madrid fans appreciate Bale's
yeah, that's the
contribution
thing.
to the team.
I'm talking from the fans' point of view
Yeah.
because I really do feel like all the hate on Bale right now is a bit unjustified.
Yeah, it's just prejudice racism. Like you can't stand the fact that someone else who's not Spanish is good in your team.
Oh, it's undeniable that
But
this
to be
is a
fair,
common problem in Spain.
Portuguese
It
You're
is.
fucking white supremacist, right?
Portuguese and Spanish isn't really that.
Yeah, I know, but
but
at least
Bale
they
is
speak
Welsh.
the same language. You get what I mean?
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
It is something that we have to sit down over coffee to talk about with some professional. We are no professionals.
Over
That's why we move on.
coffee.
That's why we move on to Bordeaux versus Lyon. We move on to France.
Bordeaux.
Hey, Leon's like what excellent run is coming to a halt, right? Because of this game.
Yeah,
I actually really didn't like watching this game's highlight.
Why?
it was penalty after penalty.
I
So was it
really
Leon
didn't
being
like watching
unlucky
this
and
game.
stuff?
I think
It's bookie.
it's a bookie match.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Strong statement.
Number 1. Okay, the first goal from Bordeaux I give. Okay, that was a very well crafted goal. Good on the counter. Nice cross.
Yep.
Nice finishing. Okay. Second goal from Bordeaux. What a dive. What a fucking dive.
Yeah, fucking Joseph Schooling. Is it?
Joseph Schooling.
Yeah,
Joseph
yeah.
Swimmer, not a diver,
Here's the
dude.
thing.
He is a diver. Oh no, he's a swimmer.
The
Sorry, my
defender
bad.
went past him and he legit just fell flat on his back.
Was it?
Without even getting touched.
Ashley Young lah. Okay, don't deny it.
Hey,
It's stupid, okay? Okay, the thing is, Bordeaux didn't win on merit. They just won on the fact that they abused the penalties.
Yeah, but they got themselves sent off anyway. Like one of the players sent off anyway.
Yeah, once again.
Over Feke's there was a tackle on
Yeah,
Feke.
but even then, that was an unjustified red card. Feke dived because Feke was very frustrated throughout the whole game
Yeah.
after what was happening. But okay,
Fucking hell.
credits to Bordeaux's third goal, the third penalty. That one was an actual penalty. That one I give. But I don't think they would have gotten that, momentum to keep on playing like that had Malcolm not dived like that. It's disgraceful.
So this game was bought because you wanted to talk about how
so
this
they didn't play on the pitch, they played in the
was.
swimming pool.
No lah, they played on the paper.
Okay. I'm just trying to light things up. Give me the opportunity to do
You're
some
not the person
shit.
who lights things up, okay? You're the pessimistic fucker on this podcast.
It's been 2 weeks. 2 fucking weeks.
You can get shit on United all you want later.
We are now going towards England. We start off with the FA Cup.
Wait, why do you start with every cup first? What the fuck?
Woo!
Liverpool versus West Brom. Liverpool lost this match 2-3.
Question. What happened to the 75 million defender you signed?
Question.
Hey, question. With a Spanish left back, that non-existent left back,
He's
do you
just
think
there-
he can cover two roles?
He's just basically there to pull up socks when he slide tackles
Yeah.
and misses someone, you know.
Okay.
That's his job.
Question. What happened to scoring more goals in the first half and just not defending?
Well, we scored first. That's
Yeah, we
the
did
whole-
score
The
first,
whole idea
actually.
that was we scored
We did
first.
score first.
Then our non-existent left back,
Put in 2 goals in a few minutes.
So the Liverpool philosophy vote against you guys.
So we prefer Robertson. Even though he's-
Robertson has proven himself that he has improved.
But
and
why the substitution then? Why replace Robertson with Moreno?
I think it's Klopp doing his rotation thing again.
Okay.
Klopp has always been doing his rotation thing.
yeah,
It's
but
not- it's
isn't the
been doing
FA
him
Cup
justice.
something he would want to win?
No.
Okay, probably he wanted
Not
to, but,
this season. Maybe let's give him another season.
As if you have hope to win. Okay,
No, I mean if we
it's
win
one
that.
of your realistic cups to win this season.
But no,
you
think
know.
about it. Liverpool has no depth, so you might as well just cut the competition.
No, we have that. That's why he's rotating, right?
Do we have not much? Not as much as City. Not as much as.
Or
We have
maybe
that,
Liverpool's
like,
turning
Yeah.
into.
We don't have the amount, like we don't have Manchester City's depth.
Yeah,
that's what I
again,
can say.
maybe you guys are turning into a money-minded club. Maybe Klopp wants more money right
Are you
now.
sure?
He will probably just wants to secure a top 4 finish, and because he wants to secure a top 4 finish, he needs to drop off the FA Cup.
Okay.
Said the person
Plus,
is
he has
not
to
in the
focus
top
on the
four.
Champions League. I'll be fair to them, they still have a chance in the Champions League at least.
That
So-
means another season without.
No,
a
I mean, okay,
silverware.
I understand why Johan said that this is one of the realistic cups to win, but it's just.
it's something that the level
I think
right now can
for
take.
Klopp, it's just like FA Cup. If we win, it's like a bonus itself. It's
But
not like a
it's
goal.
a good bonus. Haven't you guys been wanting a silverware for like the past 5 years?
Yeah, we're still
Yeah,
begging.
yeah.
Like,
We're still begging.
I mean, okay lah. It's a bit delusional to think that you can win the Champions League.
We're still begging.
I don't know. I say with their attack, it's fine, but it's delusional to think they can defend in the Champions League.
No, the defending. I have to agree with you on that because this. No, wait. In this game,
Keluar lah Van Dijk dia.
this game was a matter of zero chemistry between the 4 players. That's my opinion.
Okay.
Okay, I want to hear what you say. You give your smart face. Oh, talk. Mic is yours. I shift the mic to you. Talk. No. You want to be talk.
Wow, this guy that's salty against me now, fucker.
No, fuck you. Talk. Why not?
No, I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say is when he said that Champions League is not really realistic for us, I feel like that's more of a realistic goal than Premier League itself. Why? Because our defenders are much better in a European Cup than in domestic cups.
With Moreno as an exception.
This was a proof lah. In domestic cup, look at how bad our defense is.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. Like, why would
I
you
mean,
get-
no, I'm not saying this is the proof. I'm saying that Liverpool are more prone to let people score in our domestic league
Compared
than
to in Europe.
Fair, but then again, here's another thing. Why would you guys care about not winning the FA Cup?
I'm not saying that we
So
don't
it's
care.
the
It's just
players.
No, thing is, you guys have berated the FA Cup on multiple occasions in
Yeah,
front of me.
yeah.
So why do you care about losing the FA Cup right now?
okay. We pass on the FA Cup to other
They're
people.
admitting their double standard.
But I never said anything.
You berated it too with him. You can't.
We did?
We did.
Fuck.
We did. When Arsenal won it, we were like, oh fuck. we did. I agree with you already, fucker.
Talking to Henry, talk.
Rebut.
Talk, Henry.
But why I say
I was
that?
countering back. I was helping you guys out. Like what the fuck, man?
So why did I say that Liverpool do not perform in domestic
Swear to
cups
God.
more often? Why? It is because those teams that they play with usually play with Liverpool a lot.
Okay.
Okay, a
meaning
fair
that
point in
the
saying that they play
playstyle
less
knowledge, ah.
with European teams.
Okay.
And their understanding of the game is very two different plays. What they call the play style is very different, right? What I'm saying here is Liverpool are more suited playing in the European Cup than the domestic cup.
Okay, I get where CK is coming with this because what he's trying to say right now is basically the fact that Liverpool's burst of offense isn't something that teams in the European
Yes.
competitions are used to. It's something that is an advantage for them. But at the same time, it's a double-edged sword because English teams are actually
They
much
know
more
exactly.
accustomed to it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if everyone's in agreement with that, let's move on to the Premier League.
Are we gonna fight again? That was fun.
What the fuck's Izam? Okay, let's start off with Tottenham Hotspur versus Manchester United 2-0.
Yeah, at least Ericsson didn't break a record in Mourinho's face.
yo. 11-second goal.
Unfortunately, Christian Eriksen is not the fastest person to score a goal. I mean, the person to
Maybe
score the
Mourinho's
fastest.
face lah.
Yeah, maybe Mourinho's face is the fastest. But actually, Ledley King scored his goal in 10 seconds.
Tottenham as well?
11.
Yes, from Tottenham as well.
Oh, okay.
And this one was just a second later. But
No, I feel give credit to United. They actually
Yeah.
have a pretty good game, but they couldn't
Really,
score.
man?
Yes.
I think so too. I do.
I
have to
only
agree
think
with you.
Sanchez had a good game. Pogba couldn't find his finishing touch. Lingard was
I
shit.
didn't watch the game.
Didn't watch the
I
game?
didn't watch the game. I was
I mean, they
thinking
couldn't.
No, I think they
the only
couldn't-
issue was they couldn't finish.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Lloris was top of his form.
Okay,
Yeah, back from injury too.
What I'm going to say now is this. I think that United's midfielders played a really decent game.
Except Pogba.
Except Pogba.
Yeah.
United's forwards, on the other hand, the only one that actually performed was Sanchez.
No, okay. So like last week, I questioned you two, right? I'm saying that if Sanchez go into United, where is Martial going to be, right? He's playing on the right, and he has a natural. I wouldn't say he's a natural left, lah.
But he's
he
much more
prefer-
accustomed left.
Yes.
Central left. He's central left. He
Who,
plays as a
Martial?
left winger. Yeah.
Okay.
So you're putting Sanchez to replace Martial. Martial has a very odd position already. Now he has to get accustomed to the right side. You understand what I mean? And for that, because everything is just putting Sanchez there, he's just like, oh, you perform, you know. But what happens to the other players?
I honestly don't know how to answer that question because the way Mourinho buys players, he always buys players at their peak because he knows when the player is
They
at
can
his peak,
play.
he can help him deliver trophies. So his concern is only about winning. It's not about developing the squad. And this goes back to why on day one I was one of those people who objected him coming. And now we have a contract extension somewhere. The moment I saw the contract extension news, right, I was like, die lah. All
you do
Martial,
know that-
Rashford, all Lingard, all gonna die already.
You do know that with Mourinho, a contract extension means that next season he'll be fired, right?
Sure, I mean if superstition is your thing, go ahead.
By trend lah. I'm just
You know,
saying.
Wenger is still there, you know?
No, as in like when Mourinho had his
he's
first
saying
contract
that
extension.
in the past, whenever Mourinho gets an extension on his contract,
A year later he
always
gets fired. Yeah.
And I'm telling him, sure, if superstition is your thing, go
Yo,
ahead.
you know what I would love to see? United doing a Chelsea.
But no,
It could
I
happen,
don't
you know.
think I don't think that's quite possible unless it reaches a point where the players really just don't like
Mourinho anymore.
When Mourinho doesn't listen to players anymore, then that's it. That's over for them.
What
but,
do you- what-
but right now the players are still listening to him. That's the thing. That's what I don't get.
Okay, but this one incident off the field was Pogba went to Mourinho and he started arguing with Mourinho over tactics. Okay, a few minutes later he gets subbed off. So what do you take of that?
Ego.
Who?
Ego.
On both sides,
Pogba himself is okay when you're a star player and you don't perform and your manager comes up to you. What's your instant reaction?
Oh, I did something wrong.
I'm so sorry, boss.
Yeah, that's right. But you're talking about Pogba here. Do you think that would be his instant reaction?
No, he just dabs it off, right? That's
Be serious lah. What would be your instant reaction as Pogba, who's
No, he would say he's right lah, to be honest.
His tactics is wrong, lah.
Yeah.
Saying that Mourinho.
Yeah, he's like, I can play my game. Yeah.
I honestly don't know how to answer your question.
You asked the question for what?
No, he's asking. No,
I asked him a question. He asked me
the
back.
question.
Right.
Then I'm telling him back. Like, to me, it's not surprising that Pogba reacted that way because given his position in the team, how he came into the squad, of course he would have reacted that way. You rarely see a 90 million pound player bought in come and say, "Oh yeah, I'm wrong. Of
Obviously.
course not. You bought me for 90 million, fucker. You shut up. You listen to me."
Death to Zlatan!
Zlatan is another story, but
Zlatan's a lion,
Yeah.
that's why it's hurt now.
Zlatan is another story.
Speaking of Zlatan, I heard he can leave whenever if he wants to.
Yeah, he actually can leave already, right?
Yeah.
But
Can leave, but I don't think he wants to leave.
how can Mourinho, save the United team right now?
Yeah, that's the
Play
last question
young
before we move on.
players, but he won't do that because his only concern is winning. I don't think he has ever intended to end his career at United.
And to be fair, I don't think he'll ever save the United team. There is
No.
no way Mourinho is the kind
No.
of manager that will want to save a team.
No,
That's
he's
true. That's
he's the
actually
kind
true.
of manager that is bigger than the club.
Yeah.
I
go
tell you,
Arsenal.
United died when Ferguson left. That's it.
Go Arsenal.
Period.
Yeah.
And now United fans just have to stick to this reality, and I'm trying to adapt to it.
Pick up the shits. Pick up the shits.
Speaking of shit, let's move on to Swansea versus Arsenal. Mkhitaryan's debut. Monreal was hero and he became zero in the next 45 minutes.
Monreal has been doing well, lah.
He has been doing well.
Okay.
Yes, he has been doing well, but
How can you say he's zero?
it's quite
then?
undeniable that in this game he was the one that caused two very big mistakes, two
Yeah.
costly errors that cost Arsenal
But
the game.
I didn't say he was a zero though.
He has
I'd say in this game,
He has
context
won
is
you
in this
matches,
game.
dude.
I didn't say he was a zero.
One mistake.
Henry said it.
One or two mistakes is okay, bro.
Can you
Henry said it like
One or two
Tibia.
costly mistakes
Hey,
is not
can
okay.
can you answer this question? How is it that with Giroud, Mkhitaryan, Lacazette up front, and Ozil up front, you still can't
Go.
penetrate the Swansea defense?
Okay.
Mkhitaryan didn't start the game.
Mkhitaryan, okay, not only
Mkhitaryan
that,
came in and late in the second half.
Yeah, I know, but still, with these players there.
we can move towards this one aspect that we've been talking about in the whichever league we were talking about just now earlier.
We were talking about Ligue 1.
Yeah, we're talking about League On.
No, we weren't talking about
it
Ligue
wasn't.
1.
It
We were
was.
talking about Serie A.
We're talking about Serie A in Roma. Okay, this situation over here is exactly what is been going through in this period of time with Arsenal. As we watched the game, people were saying that Giroud, when he was warming up, he was already out of sorts. He was just thinking about something. He wasn't in the game, you know. And whereas if you see people,
Giroud wasn't the only one who wasn't in the game.
Exactly.
Everyone wasn't in the game.
Everyone wasn't in the game because everyone was thinking, what's happening next? Is Aubameyang coming? Is Giroud leaving? What's going to happen next?
Is Swansea going to win?
Well, obviously that after
Yeah.
they scored the goal. But in this game, it wasn't about tactically winning it. Carlos Carvalho didn't win it tactically. It's just that
And if I'm not
mentally, Arsenal were tired.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, I think a lot of players were thinking about whether Ozil was going to sign or not.
Yes,
'Cause
there
there
were
was-
three things going on. There was the love triangle between Arsenal, Chelsea, and Dortmund, and then you've got the
Ozil's
uncertainty
contract.
and Ozil's contract, and you've just lost Alexis Sanchez.
And then uncertainty of Aubameyang, yes.
Yes, and the uncertainty of Aubameyang.
That was a lot for the players to take in, and if you actually watch the game without, shitting on them first, CCCK. Anyways, if you actually watch the game, the players were just, even
They were out of it.
yeah,
They were
Monreal's
out.
throw-in was so obvious that he wasn't even thinking what
He
he
was
was
like,
doing.
why-
Even before Monreal threw in, he pushed the ball out. He let the ball go out, and
Yeah.
Wenger was already fuming at him. What the
It's
fuck
like,
are you doing?
What are you doing? Get the ball.
Yeah, then literally just that throw and even Czech was out of the whole game. A loss is lost, I accept. And we lost to the team that was literally last place.
Last place.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was embarrassing, that's for
It's
sure.
like Liverpool losing the pot.
But it was
I mean, we actually lose to the same team, so correct your statement.
yeah.
Okay,
but,
let's go.
But it was Arsenal's own fault. At the same time, it's also
There was something that we cannot help.
It was it was also something they can't do much about because it takes a lot of emotional turmoil on them.
So you're telling me after this, you're telling me after this.
You're saying professional footballer. You become a professional footballer. Your wife dies and you can continue to play.
That's personal life, dude.
Exactly.
That's my
This-
wife.
this
What are you
comes
talking
into
about,
personal
dude? Why are you taking so serious about my wife? My future wife?
No,
someone doesn't want to
CK,
take
see,
He has no wife.
I don't want to say.
He has a waifu.
I have a wife.
Okay. In all seriousness,
Oh my god, this chair is beating.
in all seriousness, we talk about psychology in football. We don't think much about it because, it's professional football. They're supposed to, be able to overcome it either way. That's not the case. That's not the case.
Speaking of something that's not the case, Chelsea versus Bournemouth. Now, this game, we didn't write the rundown, but we definitely watched the highlights. I know I did.
So Chelsea was having the same thing as well?
I wouldn't say so because
Chelsea
Giroud was
no.
already in Chelsea. This
Giroud was already watching
This match
the
was
game.
this morning.
Giroud was watching the game.
Giroud was watching the game smiling.
No.
Because Chelsea lost.
I remember that one meme on the Gunner subreddit where when you actually forgot that you've already moved to Chelsea and he was smiling.
Why? What happened? 3-0 eh. I think bookie, First thing I saw, wow, what the fuck, bookie.
I have to say that's one of the cases.
Dude, do you see Bournemouth play or not? They play different game.
Very
you know.
different game.
How can that be a fucking bookie, dude? I mean, the chances Chelsea created in the first half itself.
Not enough.
Obviously not enough. They didn't
enough.
even score.
Yeah, they didn't even score.
But you're saying that it's a bookie.
Okay, perhaps maybe it's not a bookie. I mean, it's a bit hard to intentionally lose, to
3-0.
not score
A
goals.
fucking Bodmer.
Yeah.
You fucking
On
Bodmer.
birth some more, at home some more.
Exactly.
I think this goes
At
back to
Stamford Bridge, exactly.
what we've been thinking about Chelsea's attacking force. The fact that Morata is shit.
Yeah,
And
even
they
playing.
still lack someone up front with that, clinical finish.
They have Giroud now. I'm not saying.
I don't know.
There's Giroud
I
now.
don't know. That's the thing. I don't know what to feel about Giroud moving to Chelsea. And I think the most, what puzzles me the most is a lot of the managers that you see in the Premier League right now, they have chosen to buy players at their peak in the winter transfer window. Have you seen that happen before in the past few seasons? Bar Torres
Torres,
that season,
yeah.
And then that counts now also.
But Torres was.
Yeah, but that was quite a long time ago.
Yeah,
already.
but Torres was shit.
Like Torres, I feel Torres taught everyone a lesson to not simply buy players in the winter transfer window. But this time around, everyone seems to be going against that. Wow, fucking Alba going here. Alba is not exactly young.
Lucas Moura.
Giroud also going there. Giroud is
Moura.
31 years old. Sanchez is 29 years old, going to United. Like everyone has chosen to buy buy players at their peak. Everyone is going to the safe route.
Coutinho.
Everyone seems to be neglecting what's most important about football: youth development.
Except
That's
for
my
Burnley.
point.
Andy Robertson.
I mean, Andy Robertson was bought from Hull.
No, Johan, I get where you're coming with that, but the thing is, what is the objective of youth development? To have them play at that level, at that age when they reach that age?
No, I haven't reached my point yet. My point is, aside from City bought Laporte, right? I think everyone else is just trying to play catch up.
They have to.
Yeah, they have to.
That's why I talked
They're just
about
trying
last
to play
time.
catch up, but playing it
that's
just
why I
wrong,
debate lah.
using
That's
the
the
wrong
debate.
way.
No.
Okay,
What
let's-
is the right way then? You
Can we
wanna
not
play-
go? We don't have much time with that.
Don't go in there. We already.
No,
If you remember this.
I'm opening this can of beans right now. What is the right way, Johan? What is the right way? If buying players currently is not the right way, what is the right way?
Very simple. I'll finish this off in one sentence. Forget what you're going to achieve in the next 3 years. Focus on what you want to achieve in the next 10 years.
Yeah, and you can't do that. You're in the Premier League right now. It's literally one of the fastest moving league with all the business coming in and out.
Earn money
You're
or
only
get
saying that
relegated.
because no one in the Premier League is doing that. But what if someone happens to do that? We'll see what happens.
Earn money and get relegated.
The only thing I can think of right now is Burnley, but it's a mountain to climb lah for Burnley.
It always has been a mountain to climb.
Dude,
Burnley.
look at the top,
Yeah, but-
top teams in the Premier League right now.
United.
Man City is already the money mogul in the Premier League. United, one of the biggest names in the Premier League. We can't deny that. Liverpool,
Third
big
biggest
name.
mogul.
Chelsea, big name.
Fourth.
Arsenal, Tottenham, big name. These teams need to stay there, need to be at the top 6 permanently because of the fact that they need the money to survive. They don't want to lose the fans. Everybody who are invested in the teams don't want to lose whatever they have.
That's why I'm sitting this one out.
You're missing the point. I didn't say you cannot do money. You can do both, but everyone seems to be doing the money side only. While City has been doing the youth part.
Are you saying Arsenal has not been bringing up their youth players?
When was the last time? Okay, aside from Maitland Niles,
You're saying
who else?
that players like Sané, Sterling, they bring in these players to build a future for United City. That's what I understand from his statement.
Yes.
Not bringing up youth players to play at professional football like this. Okay, let's go back to the debate.
Oh man.
I mean, he pretty much sums up my argument.
I understand his point of view. I understand your point of view.
No, I understand his point of view. I do.
That's your statement of putting in both lah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
money and youth.
Invest wisely, not invest in players who are peaking. Everyone is doing it the wrong way.
Why are you saying that investing in players on peaking is not wise? It's
No,
one
it's
partner.
not- no, it's not a wise
wait,
move.
because to me, if you're a stakeholder in football, you have to look at the next 10 years, not the next 3 years when you're winning. Don't be Mourinho. One Mourinho is enough for the world already.
But
Okay, here's the bottom line statement though. Because of Mourinho, because of those kind of managers, this is the current system that we live in. And unfortunately, everyone's crumbling to, pick.
So let me
follow
ask
through
you.
with that.
Let me ask you. Do you want sustainable football or entertaining football? Which is more
football.
important to you? You cannot take two. You cannot have your cake and eat it as well.
entertaining.
Of course, I want entertaining football.
I want sustainable football.
See, here's the thing. What sells right now? Entertaining football.
I don't care what sells. I want sustainable football.
What sells for sustaining football? Wrong question.
What sells for sustaining football?
No, nothing. The sport itself. The sport itself for the future of the sport.
Because now we are hitting the peak of
We're
people.
reaching
Everyone
that
is-
point where
Yep.
remember last time when Barcelona had this abundance of young players. Do you hear anyone from Barcelona producing young players now?
Yeah, one went to Watford.
Fucking buying only.
Yeah, all the young players all went out of Barcelona.
Yeah,
Just
all the
to
youngsters
say-
went out of Barcelona.
Just-
Yeah, and they were
Say.
destroyed. They were destroyed because we forgot to pay attention to them. Everyone was just busy spending money.
Yeah, and
Ozan.
to add up to that statement as well, La Masia is known as one of the coveted academies in the world.
Okay.
But now we don't hear anything about La Masia.
Ajax.
Okay, Ajax is different.
Everyone is
Red Bull Leipzig.
so embroiled in
That one
winning.
cannot touch.
They are forgetting what makes football important. It's not about winning. It's about making sure that there are talents there to feel the passion to win.
Yes, Johan, I see where you're coming with that. But at the same time, the fans are pressuring these teams to win.
To me, the fans have done whatever they can already. Right now, it's just ignorant boardroom directors who just don't give a shit. And I think
Corporate.
you relate to that very well, coming from Arsenal.
I know, but again, have you seen Arsenal fan TV recently? I've not, but I know what they are like.
Yo, Pierre!
Welcome.
Why don't you come up here?
Yo, Pierre, you want to come
At
up?
the end of the day, right now, it's a money ball game. That's it.
I agree,
but
but
you know what? If you don't share my sentiments on that, let's agree to disagree.
But-
And let's just
okay.
stop this.
That's why I said I'm supporting Old Home United.
Yo,
But-
Sheffield Wednesday. Sheffield Wednesday.
How many young players are as good as Sterling or Sané to buy? So that's the other question I have for Johan lah. If you want to invest, do you invest on old stocks that can gain you chance to win, or do you want to risk it on young talents that are not experienced?
Okay, I think the only way we can do this is we set up a poll on Twitter. Okay, let's ask what the listeners think. Okay, this is how we're going to end it, okay? We're going to put up a poll on Twitter after our podcast comes up. Do you want entertaining football or do you want sustainable football? Okay, give us your answers on Twitter at Sons of Pictures 4.
Please invite your friends to
Please
vote.
invite your friends to vote. Retweet this shit,
Text
please.
us at 016.
But in all seriousness, we will be creating a poll.
You know what? Let's not just do a poll on Twitter. I'm bringing this to Tifo.
Okay.
Okay, whatever.
Okay, we can push that one later to the side. But
pushing this
remember, go on our Twitter, vote for whether you want sustainable football or you want entertaining football, and we'll get back to you guys next week. So same time, same place next week. Remember to follow us on Twitter. Remember to follow us on Facebook, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Till then, guys, we are all really pissed off and hungry. Loads of balls.
Loads of balls.
Yo, Pierre. Jesus Christ. Oh, seriously?